We're live everywhere.
Yeah.
And hello, Idiots on Parade, the Too Ugly for TV podcast. We mock the news so you don't have to. I am Nathan Timmel, stand-up comedian in Iowa City. With me, as always, is Jake Vevra, stand-up comedian in New York City. Hello, Jake.
How's it going?
All is well here, other than the continued technical difficulties. It's fascinating that I jumped on live. I could not invite you to co-host live, but you could invite me. So either way, now you are not a little tiny dot in my corner of
It's true.
TikTok.
You know, I think I figured it out too. I think next time I'll just go live and wait for you to do the thing. You know what I mean? Like wait for
Hi,
you
Amy.
to invite me because I think, hey, how's it going, Amy? But anyway, she's out there doing God knows what with the baby. Having two kids is an absolute nightmare, as you know. But
I know, but I'm out of that phase. I have an 11 and a 13-year-old, and it's like, hey, we can leave the house, and they do not need a babysitter. They can take care of themselves, and so we've made it to a good point. I don't know if I said hi to Tired of Liars, but we're on Tired of Liars.
Oh, how's it going, Tired of Liars? Thanks for watching. This is kind of cool being live on two platforms, but I got to say, I just recently upgraded my iPhone to the 16, and now I'm looking at my little depth stitch camera that was better than my iPhone camera before when I had the 12, but now that I got the 16, my camera, my phone camera is blowing the laptop one out of the water.
I'm putting my phone behind my regular camera. Now it'll be a lot of this. Instead of looking to the side, it'll be a lot of, hey, YouTube, hey, TikTok, hey, YouTube. It'll just be an up and down. So yeah,
I'm going to try to put it on here. Hopefully it doesn't mash the keys. I think we're good there. Boom.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's jump in. Jake, I did not send you one of the two biggest news stories in the world this week. I sent you one of the two biggest stories, but not both. So we have
the male cheerleader one.
That's one of them.
The whole world's talking.
The whole world is talking. And the other that came up suddenly is the Cracker Barrel rebrand. Which one do you want to talk about? You want to talk about the Cracker Barrel rebrand?
Yeah, let's go with Cracker Barrel rebrand.
Okay.
That's fun.
I
haven't even been following it that closely. So
I didn't know it happened.
About this?
Oh, I don't know. That's the whole point, is I did not know that the Cracker Barrel rebrand had happened until I was on Twitter. And right-wingers were there. There's one, Byron out of Florida, said that he found Jesus. And he said, I used to work at a Cracker Barrel. I found Jesus in the parking lot of a Cracker Barrel. I'm like, okay.
Well, they still have the parking lots, do they not? So Jesus
Yes.
is still with them? Yes?
They must
didn't
be.
find Jesus. I'm pretty sure that old guy on the logo is not Jesus, right?
Well, the old guy's gone. And here's the deal. I think the new logo is ugly. But I don't know why they're calling it woke. They're calling it woke. It's the Cracker Barrel announced that they're doing a modern logo, and it does look modern in a way, but it's just ugly. If people were saying, "Oh my God, this new," first of all, I don't know why you're so interested or invested in a fucking shitty restaurant that I don't eat at. I haven't eaten there a long time. It was decent. It was decent enough. You know, you can get like chicken and biscuits and things like that. Just I suppose it's fine. I'm just insulting it for no reason. But why? There's nothing to get upset about. Above and beyond saying, "Wow, your new logo is ugly." I don't understand anything.
I don't understand how the right's tying it to wokeness. The way they're reacting, you would have thought they took the old man off, and on top of the barrel, there is now a drag queen reading Green Eggs and Ham to kids. That's the way they're acting. It's like, no, it's just a thing that says Cracker Barrel now. Who gives a fuck?
Okay, years and years ago, people, if you want to go to my YouTube page and scour, you can find, I don't know where it is, but I performed at a comedy club in North Carolina. It's out of business now, but the backdrop was a questionably racist, black, Jim Crow, but I filmed a couple jokes and posted them. If the Cracker Barrel logo had been sort of a black guy, maybe I could see like, oh, it looks like Jim Crow South. Maybe we should replace it. First of all, it's yellow. But it looked like a white guy. I don't understand how or why the old logo was racist or bad, or how the new one is woke and better. The old one was fine. It was just a guy next to a barrel. And first of all, do we keep crackers in barrels? I mean, I don't mean white people. I mean, like, do saltines get stored in barrels? I don't think so.
Probably back when the store originated, everything was in barrels back then, I think.
But either way, a lot of controversy I don't get, but I can see the fake anger. This one I don't get any way around.
Yeah, no, me neither. Oh, Ultramatch has a good one. They do a lot more business if they were barrel of crack.
Yes.
That's right. Just like Hulk Hogan was going to buy Hooters, Hunter Biden needs to buy Cracker Barrel and just completely turn the business model on its head.
I like what Sophie and Ken said. Is that it's not just the logo. The stores are totally different, like designed by a modern fart. So I didn't know. I hadn't been inside. So they're it's not just the logo. They're doing a complete rebrand. So
yeah, I didn't realize that.
There's my daughter in the background getting the dog. Hi, puppy.
I mean, that's the thing. If they're changing it for marketing purposes, it leads me to believe that their business might have been losing money or not doing what it once was. So,
Okay, I pulled an article up. Let me look at it. First of all,
I don't know how it's
Tired of Liars has it. It changed, and they don't like things changing because they have to learn something new. It's literally they just don't like change. They like to complain about change. But I have an article. So Cracker Barrel has been up and down all year. I did see a TikTok, which was completely bullshit. I Googled it immediately. It said, Cracker Barrel redesigned, and they lost $200 million. Go woke or go broke. I'm like, the redesigned happened a day ago.
Woke, or was it just changing some shit around a bit? I don't think it's that woke.
Danger Aware is on TikTok. Hey, Danger Aware, you found us on TikTok. You don't lose $200 million overnight on a rebrand like that. It can happen, but so Cracker Barrel's been up and down all year in where did it start? Oh God, I have to scroll down. Okay. In January, they were at a high of $65, and then they began to drop. And in April, they hit a low of $35. And then 4 weeks ago in July, they hit a peak of $71. It says peak high. So they literally said, this article is so bad. It said that their high was 65 and then 71. 71's higher than 65. So you can't say they're both a peak. But either way, it's been going up and down. They're trying new shit. They're trying to get the stock to level. Here's my idea. Just serve food. I mean, if you really think it's the store design, like maybe they were trying to redesign because you do the same thing for 40 years. People get tired of it. I mean, maybe they were shooting for millennials and millennials want something more modern. I don't know. I just don't see how the first part was racist or the second part was woke. And I'm saying that I've not heard anybody on the left complaining, saying that needed to change because it was racist. There was no protest. There was no one saying we're boycotting Cracker Barrel. It's literally just a company saying, we want to modernize. And now they're getting called woke. It's the most nonsensical fake outrage I've ever seen.
Although, I don't know, to be fair, I didn't look up who that dude was. Maybe he was like a retired Confederate general who decided to start, selling roast beef sandwiches or something. And that's who he was. I don't know. But I would say, look, if you wanted the restaurant to stay the same, we live in a mostly capitalist society. Now, granted, the government kind of sets the rules and puts in safety nets and things like that. But ultimately, you vote in a capitalist society with your dollar. If you loved the old man on the sign so much and you loved the food when he was there, you should have eaten there more. Why? Because it wouldn't have caused their profits to dip, and they wouldn't have felt the need to change things around. If they were making a ton of cash the way they are, Ronald McDonald has been the mascot for about 11,000 years at McDonald's. And do you know why? Because people continue to buy their cheap, shitty little burgers. Now, I don't eat them a lot, but a lot of people do. Hence, they haven't felt the need to just change it to a blank logo without that clown who some marketing expert decided was driving down their profits and not the quality of their food or whatever. But I digress. McDonald's still continues to make money. Hence, they still have the clown. Hence, they still have the golden arches and all that. They screwed over the two original guys who owned the place.
That was a great
really
movie,
good
by the way.
about that with Michael Keaton. Go check it out. It's called The Founder. The man was pure evil, stole McDonald's from the two McDonald brothers. And
out from under him.
Oh, yeah. Literally bought the ground underneath the stores and then charged them too much in rent until they went out of business and had to sell their own business to their business partner. He's
Everybody thinks Ray Kroc founded McDonald's. No, he stole it. He's like Elon Musk and Tesla and PayPal, wherever Elon Musk got his fortune, they think, oh, he's an innovator. No, he buys and then, sort of takes credit.
Dude, he was like redneck hamburger Elon. It was crazy.
I have two thoughts. One, McDonald's already went through this, not with rebranding, but with, oh my God, we're seeing a dip in sales. We should have wraps and healthy things. And nobody bought them because they're like, I don't go to McDonald's for wraps and healthy things. I go to McDonald's for fucking cheeseburgers and a broken ice cream machine. So McDonald's has, play to your market. The second thing, I had an idea. The way you said you didn't know who that old guy was. I have a conspiracy theory right now. Everyone stay with me. I bet they covered up a lawsuit from the Cracker Barrel guy, just like the Nirvana baby became an adult and said, oh my God, there was a picture of me naked on their Nirvana album. I'm suing. Whatever it was, he sued Cracker Barrel. I don't know why. And so they changed the logo. That's the conspiracy theory, and I'm sticking with it.
Boom. I think that man was sitting on top of that barrel getting handsy with the interns and stuff.
And they had to change it. That's another.
It was a real Bill O'Reilly situation.
Yes. Well, we solved it. Let's move on to the other exciting big story.
Let's do it.
My God, Jake, football is over. If you thought Kaepernick kneeling was going to ruin football, but well, now the Minnesota Vikings have male cheerleaders. That's it. I'm protesting by never watching football again until the season starts, and then I'll absolutely watch. So from now until the season, I'm protesting. As soon as the season starts, I'm watching again.
Yeah, here's the thing. And maybe this is me just being ignorant about cheerleaders in general. I didn't realize they didn't have any male cheerleaders till now. I'm going to be honest. Most of the time when I watch football, it's on what? The game. They barely show the cheerleaders. I'm not trying to take away anything.
They cut to them right before commercial for 2 seconds. Yeah.
I'm not paying attention. I'm eating hot wings. When they're going to commercial, I'm jumping on DraftKings to see if the odds have changed. I'm like a junkie with that stuff. So I'm getting more drinks. Basically, I'm a man of crippling character flaws and addictions. And so that's what I'm paying attention to normally when they're cutting away to commercial and showing the cheerleaders for half a second. So I never noticed that there wasn't male cheerleaders. I was just sort of like assumed there were. I never put any thought into whether they're there or not there. I just know that they have male cheerleaders in college, right? So I assume if a male cheerleader, does a good enough job lifting some lady in the air with one hand, then they're like, congratulations, you've been drafted to the Vikings. And he's like, oh, great, I get to lift women up in Minnesota. Or I don't know, maybe that's how they pick place kickers. I have no idea what goes on between place kickers and cheerleaders and stuff. I don't know. But I will say he was actually dressed like a cheerleader, whereas the college ones tended to be dressed like lawn jockeys or something. You know what I mean? They had the longer
like sweaters or something.
Yeah, he was wearing like skimpy stuff, and you know what I mean? Like, it was kind of a funny look. I'm not going to lie. That said, I think it's even dumber that the federal government needs to get involved.
Wait. Has Trump spoken out on this? I had no idea.
No, the article you sent me said that senators have been criticized.
Oh my goodness. I didn't know. I missed that part. Well, here. Oh, I did. That's the headline. U.S. Senator issues warning to NFL teams with male cheerleaders. Who did it? Appearing. Tommy Tuberville. I did know that. I had forgotten. Yeah, of course it's Tommy fucking Tuberville from Alabama, the guy that could only win because the previous. So they had the pedophile. Then Alabama had a Democrat for like 2 seconds.
Doug Jones. Shout out.
Then Tommy Tuberville. So here's my question to you, Jake, and the world.
I'm glad he's doing right by his constituents, because I know that most of the people struggling to find work in Alabama, they're like, God damn it, if only there wasn't some tiny little gay dude shaking his ass up in Minnesota every time the Vikings score, I'd be able to afford the medicines and I wouldn't lose my foot to the diabetes.
Exactly. Well,
Like, it doesn't matter. It's a funny look. I will agree with conservatives. It's kind of a funny look. You look at the dude, and it's like, yeah, it's a dude and skimpy stuff, and it kind of looks out of place. That said, the federal government feeling the need to get involved is way crazier than that. Way crazier.
Oh, here's my question, Jake. Jake, anybody in the comments, anybody can answer this, and I mean this. Who does this appeal to? Like, what? The Minnesota Vikings had to know that they were going to generate controversy. They had to know that someone was going to say something. So, people like you and me don't give a shit. Normal people just go, oh, they're male cheerleaders, don't care. You're going to get the guys that are like, oh my God, you can't be a male cheerleader. But do any women out there, are there any women that go, oh, I'm not interested in football, but now there's a gay guy on the sidelines, I'm going to watch? Or do women just not care? The only thing I can come up with is that it's for the Taylor Swift fans. And I don't mean that as an insult, because I don't care. I like that Taylor Swift likes football. She's dating a player. They can cut to her at every commercial break and say, oh, there's Taylor. And I do not care. Is this sort of trying to rope in 13-year-old girls? But how? Like, the only thing I get out of it is how. I don't know why.
The reason, though, I hope that Taylor Swift writes a song called "The Skinniest Viking," and it's about the male cheerleader. I don't think that's what it is. What I think it is I think they're going for kind of like the Sydney Sweeney's jeans thing, but trying to piss off the other side and trying to drum up kind of outrage and get attention. I suppose,
but like, who does that help? Like, Tired of Liars says, do people understand how many women watch football? Yes, I think they do, but do women want to see gay men on the sidelines? Does that somehow I think the women that watch football enjoy football. I don't think adding a gay dude on the sidelines is I don't care, but I want to know the end game. Pissing people off.
I'm just glad that he's
they had to know
the glass ceiling for men cheerleaders. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, because, dude, I used to live in a country where if my sons came up to me and was like, Dad, I want to be a cheerleader on the Minnesota Vikings, before now, I had to tell him, son, no, you got to be on the field or something like that. And he used to be like, I don't want to, I don't want to be on the field. I want to be shaking my ass with some pom-poms. And I used to have to tell him, no, we live in a gender-based society, and unfortunately, you're being held back by these norms. Now, no more. He's free. Both my sons are free to be cheerleaders on the Minnesota Vikings.
The best thing I have seen regarding this, I don't know if you have seen this or if you haven't. Everybody watching right now, as soon as this live stream ends, you need to Google this. Someone took one of those old Real Men of Genius Bud Light commercials. Do you remember those? Real Men of Genius. Look at you, Mr. Puts wheels on a cooler guy. Do you remember those?
Yeah. I remember those.
They made one about male cheerleaders. Look at you, male cheerleader. So they took the original commercial and intercut it with the new Vikings guys. And it's fucking beautiful. And the caption literally says, when a 1998 satire Bud Light commercial becomes reality. And so it's this old.
I think it's good.
It's fucking great.
It's trolling the right. In fact, hey man, get Tommy Tuberville focused on male cheerleaders. I would rather have him
than legislation.
Than trying to steal all our fucking healthcare. So I as much attention as you can get him off of actually doing what he's trying to do, make rich people richer and poor people poorer. Get him yelling about cheerleaders. You know what I mean? That's the move. In fact, I think, dude. Now that since we're on the topic of male cheerleaders, sorry, what were you going to say?
I was just going to say, Ultra says it helps gay dudes. I don't know how. It just attracts. How does it help me? Because it just makes them a target, is what I think. I didn't send you that article. There's another something I want to talk about. You finish your thought, and then you want to talk about gay dudes.
So if we're going to have male cheerleaders, right? I think so. You have female cheerleaders that cheer for the male sports. I think the female sports should have male cheerleaders cheerleading for them, but not like this dude. I'm talking like big Jack. Like every time Caitlin Clark sinks one from the logo, Channing Tatum comes out and shakes his dick at the camera. You know what I mean? Give the gals who just scored the points something to look at. You know?
Oh, that's a good one.
In fact, dude, if it's a Minnesota Vikings cheerleader, it should be like he should look like Thor. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I am Lothar, cheerleader for the Vikings. I shake my ass with jacked, chiseled chest and abs, and he's got the beard and the braided blonde hair and all that shit.
We're staying in the same topic, kind of, but segueing, because who does it help? Gay guys? I didn't send you this story because it just happened. Did you see what happened in Miami regarding the gay community?
No.
Okay, so years ago, you remember the shooting at the Pulse nightclub, right?
I think I did see this.
And so there was a sort of a memorial out front, the buildings here, and the crosswalk. To the like a city crosswalk was just painted in a rainbow instead of the normal white blocks. It was, purple, blue, red. And the federal government, apparently went in.
I didn't realize it was federal.
The mayor spoke out against it. The mayor of Miami issued a statement saying this is bullshit. Someone from DeSantis's, not federal. I take that back. I'm sorry. I take that back. Not federal.
State.
DeSantis, above mayor. Okay. I confused federal with state.
State's time.
DeSantis, someone from the state level came into the city level and painted over it. At night, with no one around, there was no declaration of, hey, we need to change this, we're going to do some road work, or they literally snuck in, and for no fucking reason other than to be cruel and to be assholes, painted over a memorial to a shooting because it was a rainbow. Now, there is something horribly funny about this. Apparently, there was a post on social media. They went and drew it back in chalk and said,
there was a bunch of people. Yeah, there was it was a big thing.
That's going to last the first rainfall. Like, are you going to get out there and paint it every day? Like, I hope they do. I hope someone goes and paints it. But chalk, maybe not chalk. Maybe someone should sneak in and paint it. Chalk's not the way.
Well,
but still, what an asshole dick move by DeSantis. Who the fuck? How insecure of a piece of shit asshole are you that you need to go paint over a crosswalk that is a memorial to a senseless shooting? It's fucking bullshit.
I think, they got to just run up it. Run up it. I can't talk. They got to run up it. They got to put the rainbow crosswalk back and then go have like male cheerleaders dance on pictures of Ron DeSantis and then piss on him. That's the
24-hour watch. You replace the cheer. They shake their butt like they're like a guy with a sign promoting like, hey, Subway sandwiches, flippy, come here for $5 auto quotes or whatever.
Oh yeah,
but they're cheerleaders like watching making sure no one paints over it.
100%. They're like security guards. Ultramatch says, I want to see a male cheerleader that looks like George Costanza, maybe Danny DeVito.
Yeah,
no, that's right. I think they should make it about body positivity.
Yes, there we go. DeSantis has not other. Yes, Sophie and tourism is fucking plummet. International tourism. Florida is getting it. I haven't read all the stats on Florida. I've read some, but Vegas, people are posting nonstop videos of Vegas, and it's empty, and it's down 11 or 12%. There are two videos going on about Vegas. One is that there's no one there, and two, like a cup of coffee is $14. They're trying to raise the prices to make up the shortfall, and that's not going to work.
Drive people away even more.
But tourism everywhere is down. Florida's taking a hit
in Vegas, and I'm basing this off very little. It's just my own gambling preferences. Now that the apps are legal everywhere for sports gambling, do you really want to sit in front of a stupid ass slot machine when you can be watching a game and keep betting more money on odds that change with every little cough or sneeze that one team makes? Like the odds go up, and you're like, oh my god, I can.
Well, that's why I like that Vegas did try and rebrand a little bit by becoming I mean, it always was about the Rat Pack, but shows, and they built the Sphere, and it's bringing in
more
sports
family
teams.
Friendly.
Yeah, not even family friendly. Just like it can be dirty shows, it can be, but just like they want you to get. Like you and I have both done comedy shows at casinos, and the one thing. You go to a comedy club, especially like it shows like, oh, how much time do you want me to do? Just do what you want. Go ahead, get off. The casino is like, hey, this starts at 7, it ends at 8. Like we're offering a show, but it's get them on the game. They don't want you going long. They don't want you. It's not about the art. They will put the show in, and I lived in charging for parking. Yeah, that's a big one. But who does that hurt? It hurts the residents. Like if people go to a hotel, don't they just walk the strip? Or still, if
Yeah.
This idea that they're jacking the price up to make up for the shortfall of people, that's going to fucking hurt them. With all the videos, there are so many videos out there, people like showing their breakfast. This breakfast cost me $57. Yeah. And it's like a cup of coffee and an egg and other things like that.
That's nuts, man. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah. Rainbows normally, yeah, that's what I said. That thing is going to last the first rainfall. So
yeah, they got to do paint for sure.
Yeah,
and you know, like again, back to the cheerleader thing. I'm not saying he doesn't look out of place next to the women. What I am saying is it's ridiculous that the right wingers are getting their panties in a bunch like this. And you know what? I would say the same thing if the left was getting involved in football like this. If the
left had demanded, if there had been a protest like, we demand male cheerleaders, and the Vikings caved to that, then I could see the right being pissed
off. If Bernie
off.
Sanders was on TV going, if the Minnesota Vikings don't have a man shaking his ass every time a touchdown is scored, then Harvey Milk died for nothing. I hereby propose a bill that has a skinny dude wearing barely nothing shaking his ass every time a football team scores. I'd be like, hey, man, aren't you supposed to be making our healthcare cheaper? What are you doing out there, bud? I don't care what happens when the off the field after a team scores a touchdown. I don't care if the cheerleaders put on S uniforms and they're goose stepping off the field every time my team scores. I'm watching the goddamn field. I don't care who's there, man, woman. It could be a fucking orangutan for all I care.
This has nothing to do with anything at all. But Jake, look at me on YouTube.
Yeah.
Now look at me on TikTok. Mm-hmm. Look at how much different and rosier my cheeks look on TikTok.
Same.
I look like I'm wearing makeup.
Yeah, I'm telling you, the phone's better.
This is fascinating. I have on TikTok right now, Dr. Farquhar requests to join as a co-host. It's like, no, you're not coming on.
Yeah, somebody requested me to join too.
Yeah, it's weird. They just pop up. But
I mean, we appreciate the interest.
Yeah, we take it, but this is what we do. Sophie and Ken, Vegas prices were jacked up after COVID incentive checks brought a bad crowd to the strip. Oh, that's okay. So shifting gears. Did you see that with, I think it was Princess Cruise Lines? There was Carnival. There was a cruise line that there were several videos that went viral of these, let's just say it, predominantly, overwhelmingly black cruises that they thought were out of control. I don't know. It was people dancing and having fun, but they changed a policy and now the cruise line is dead because they sort of attacked the black crowd.
What policy did they change?
Maybe they raised prices or they said you can't. Maybe it was a Congress. All I remember, because it's off the top of my head, I know the videos went viral of predominantly black cruises, and now the videos are going viral of empty cruises because they attacked the black passengers. Let me just quick.
Yeah, I'd have to see this story, man. I don't know what the policy was, or I mean, because you're supposed to get drunk on a cruise, yeah. Isn't that sort of the idea? What are you going to go on a cruise dead sober?
It was Carnival. Reports from details among black passengers about new policies from Carnival Cruise Lines, which many felt were racially biased and targeted their community's cultural expressions. I don't know about that. I was dancing. Well, all cruise lines beginning. Okay. Oh, it's Have Fun, Be Safe initiative. A ban on handheld non-battery operated fans, which some interpreted as a direct response to a popular line dance. Restrictions on personal Bluetooth speakers. Now that one I get, and loud music in public areas. If you're taking a fucking Bluetooth speaker to the pool on a cruise, and then someone else brings one, and someone else brings it's like fuck you.
It's going to be
1 a.m. curfew for unaccompanied minors under 18. Here we go. Oh, rumors. Well, so there's nothing wrong with a 1 a.m. curfew for unaccompanied minors, but this one is rumors of limits on hip hop and rap music played by onboard DJs.
All right.
If it's not in writing, if it doesn't say you can't do this.
It all sounded reasonable until it was like, also you can't get on if you're wearing cocoa butter. Like, wait, what? No, you started off with reasonable, and then it's like, oh yeah.
But there are two other headlines here. Why black cruisers should consider celebrity cruises. I don't know, but so like I said, this is all in the bullshit. So now when I Google it, I can't find anything serious. I find a Reddit thread. Carnival's new rules spark backlash. Black
that
travelers.
Last one, yeah, no. They're totally justified to be pissed about that. That's kind of some bullshit.
Yeah. All right, let's change gears. I don't want to talk about that yet. I don't want to talk about that. That was already. Oh, let's talk about Jussie Smollett. He's back. Special Forces, The World's Toughest Test, Season 4 trailer. Jussie Smollett and Teresa Gudish, I don't know who that is, among recruits. The only reason I brought this up, the only reason I sent you this promo for a TV show is, as I put in the sentence, God bless this country. It doesn't matter what you do. If you gain enough attention,
hell yeah, dude,
someone will try and exploit you by saying, hey, I know you're disgraced because you faked that whole thing in Chicago, but you want to be on this reality show so we can get some eyeballs? Like, hey, remember this guy that did that thing? It's like, it doesn't matter what you do. Someone will put you on TV to try and boost their ratings by saying, hey, remember that guy. And I love it.
I heard that Jussie Smollett showed up to the Special Forces reality show taping wearing like a full army uniform with a purple heart and like Special Forces tabs and all that. And they were like, that's stolen valor. And he was like, how dare you? You sound like the Chicago Police Department right now. I was absolutely in Nam.
I like how you picked Nam instead of like Desert Storm, something like well out of his age group.
Jussie fought Charlie in the jungle.
Oh, you know what? You just reminded me of one of my favorite jokes. It was on Sunny in Philadelphia where DeVito says, hey, I was in Nam. And they said, yeah, you went there 10 years ago to open a sweatshop. You never fought. And he's like, well, yeah, but I was still in Nam. But that's what it reminded me of.
I gave some. I still gave a little.
Yes.
Dude, all right, now now that we're on Jussie, hang on. Have I ever told you I have a Jussie Smollett cookbook?
No.
It's right up.
What? I didn't. How does Jussie Smollett have a cookbook? What? Did he write this? Did someone approach him and say, hey, we want to put your name on this?
Family table is the man right there. It's the Smollett family. You know what I mean? It's dude.
Recipes, moments from a nomadic life. Oh my God.
Yes. Yeah.
Wait a second. Let me interrupt. Hold it up again. I love that on YouTube it's perfect and I can read everything, and then for some reason on TikTok it's backwards. The TikTok camera has it backwards.
Yeah. There's probably a way to mess with that.
There's probably a way, but YouTube you could read it.
It's you know what though? The recipe's really good. The best veggie burger I've ever had. It's 100% beef and frog raw. It's insanely good. It's insanely good veggie burgers. Yes.
I asked a question while you were getting. I killed time. The question is, did Jussie write this book, or did someone approach him and say, "Hey, we want to slap your name on this because you're a celebrity. Pretend it's your recipe."
He swears it's all his, and goddamn it, I believe him. Now, there's rumors that every recipe was written by two Nigerians in MAGA hats, but I will not listen to those lies. Smearing a great man. Yes. And future reality TV star.
Future, coming up soon in a couple of weeks. Oh, yeah. God bless this country. All we need to do, Jake, you and I, is we need to do something incredibly horrible. We'll get made famous for all the wrong reasons, but someone will want to take advantage of us, and we'll get paid.
That's right. It's great, man.
Todd has it. Food so good it only beats itself. You don't need to whisk these eggs at. Ultra's going racist. I heard they're upset because cruises are no longer accepting SNAP benefits.
Oh,
there we go. That's a funny line. It's horribly racist, but it's funny. Got to give credit.
Again, I was on Carnival side until the last one where they curfews and just normal stuff. Don't drink too much. No hip hop. Like wait,
but it said there's a rumor that's not in writing. It said rumors say, look, if it's in writing, then it.
All right, fair enough. Right. Can you go on the cruise and hear hip hop? That is how to very quickly dispel this rumor.
Let's check it. All right, let's get back to fake outrage. This one did not blow up as much as I thought it would. I think I sent you the wrong link.
Before you do this, because this is why I believe it. That's not the kind of one you put in writing. You know what I mean? Like, you know, just sit there. We have the policy because of a certain. You say that quietly. You whisper that like you're admitting to being on the Epstein list.
Yes. All right. I thought this would blow up a little bigger. It didn't, and that makes me happy. Maybe we are heading toward a bigger future. OnlyFans millionaire Sophie Rain drops $1 million on Mr. Beast's Team Water charity. Immediately asks for a Feastables vending machine. That's fine. Was it somewhere in here or somewhere else? You know, it might have been another one. I think I sent you the wrong link. The whole point was Oh, here it is at the bottom. Social media's split verdict. Of course, Twitter and TikTok were also swift in making Sophie's donation a think piece factory. See her networking, virtue signaling. She's a marketing genius. She feel bad for ruining lives, families, and bank accounts and attempting to give back. She's given $1 million for clean water. Every time Mr. Beast does something nice, people come out of the closet and out of the woodwork to come out of the closet. The gays come out of the closet to complain about Mr. Beast. Every time Mr. Beast does something nice, people crawl out of the woodworks, out of the cracks to complain and say he's virtuous. And now this is the biggest woman on OnlyFans, and she donates him. Who cares why she did it? Who gives a fuck if she's doing it to market, or because she's made so much money and she's broken up families, or because whatever, she's virtuous? Who gives a fuck? People are getting clean water out of this. Shut the fuck up. Let her donate her money. Let Mr. Beast. I can't believe people complain about charity. It's insane to me.
Yeah, you know, most porn stars spend their money on cocaine and fur coats. What the fuck are you so mad about? Like, she's the angel of porn star. I'm a
Has there been a documentary on Jenna Jameson or Love? Who's the one that was like 17, but everyone said she was 18? Tracy Lords. Tracy Lords. Lords. I said Love. Tracy. Yeah, they live rough lives. Her giving $1 million to clean water. Oh my God, you fucking fucks. Shut the fuck up.
I love people getting mad. It's just like, yeah, but what about all the birthday cakes she sat on? She could have donated the rest of the cake to the hungry. Instead, she just threw her out or sold it to perverts. How dare she?
Have you ever seen the website? And it's way old. I don't know if it's ever been updated. Have you ever seen cakefarter.com?
No, but I've come across these videos of women sitting on cakes, and I got to tell you, I don't get it. I'm a fan of ass and cake, but man, together
combined,
both things.
But have you seen them add the gas? Have you seen them add the sitting on a cake and then?
I'm out, dude. Yeah.
I'm out. But
it's crazy.
I had enough people send it to me when it was going viral because it at its cake farter. It's right there in the description. You watch it and you're like, why? Why did we need this? You just said it, Jake. I like cake. I like ass. I don't need them combined. Nobody likes farts.
It ruins both things. It ruins both things because now the ass is covered in cake. You know what I mean? It's covered in frosting. I can't see the ass anymore. She might as well be wearing pants, for God's sake. And the cake, forget about it. I can't even eat it now, especially if it's one of those farting ones. That's how you get pink eye.
Oh, I'd eat the cake off the ass, but I don't. I'm not going to eat that. Okay, this is a weird conundrum.
No, this is two separate.
No. Wait, stay.
This whole
stay with me. Stay with me. This is weird. Psychologically speaking, I would eat the cake off the ass. I'm not sure. I don't think I would eat the cake that the ass has been in. It's the same thing. Ass and cake combined. I'm going to eat it off the ass. I'm not going to eat the cake that's had ass in it. It's weird. That's my psychological
unless my mistress wearing leather is whipping me and commanding me to do it, then no, I'm not going to do it. That's the only way. I got to be.
I didn't see IRRI show up. Hello, IRRI. Erie. I don't know how to say it, but yeah.
Jello farts are better. Yeah.
Well, they get all ripply.
See, those are the women porn stars I need an apology from. When I click on a video and I'm like, oh, she looks good, and then a fart happens, I say, no, madam, not on this website. I thought this was decent porn for decent people.
Ultra called us out. I said it was racist, but that's the best kind of joke. He said no race was mentioned. He said snap. And if you automatically say it's racist, that makes you kind of you picked. I didn't say it.
No, but we were already talking about they were being accused of being racist.
True. That is true. It depends on the ass. That's an important distinction. It depends on the ass. All right. Do we have anything else we want to talk about? Gavin Newsom's team has been on fire. Gavin Newsom left Fox News speechless with his unexpectedly hilarious woke comeback. This is one of his best ones, where he insulted Greg Abbott in California, and the right said, "How dare he?" He said Greg Abbott rolled over and capitulated to Donald Trump. Fox News said, "How dare he say roll over to a guy in a wheelchair?" And Gavin Newsom's team responded, "How woke of you to recognize that. Good job." Gavin Newsom's team has been on fire these past 2 weeks. It's been insane.
I mean, with that comment, two things. A, It's a very common term.
Yes.
This person rolled over for this. It's got nothing to do with wheelchair. Anybody who thinks that is dumb, or they don't really think that. They're just being disingenuous, which is what
I think it's
doing.
being disingenuous, but
Yeah, he's being disingenuous. And then also, you got to clutch your pearls when people said rude things when your guy was Mitt Romney. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you guys Trump, like, dude, he mocked a disabled reporter by going, oh, like, after that, you can't get mad about people making fun of people with disabilities anymore. It's just, sorry, if you're behind that, then if you didn't say anything when he did that, which was actually making fun of a guy's disability, then I don't care what you have to say about, Jasmine Crockett calling him Governor Hot Wheels.
Right. Yeah.
Unprofessional.
That was an attack. It made me chuckle. That rolled over was not an attack. And you know what? Even if it was,
it's an attack, but it's not talking about his disability.
It's not talking. But even if someone said, "Ooh, we can use rolled over and get away with it," that is pretty clever. I'm like, I doubt they did that, but it's just a common phrase. You rolled over like a fucking lapdog. Yeah. All right.
He's been making fun of. He's been doing Trump parody stuff, right? Like on social media, he's writing.
Yeah. The him with a Kid Rock praying over him, and it's I
do like that he's doing the caps lock thing because
the
dumbest people I know on my social media feeds make entire posts in caps lock. Like it's exclusively dumb people.
Yes. Yep. And so it's funny that the right is complaining about it and telling him to do it's all he's holding up a mirror, and they are finally seeing how stupid their guy looks to us when they say he looks stupid, but they don't get that it's a parody, that he's doing it on purpose. That's how dumb they are. It's insane.
Yeah, man.
Was Gavin with Melania and Ivanka. Yeah, that was a good one. I mean, there's so many that are good.
There's a lot. And I mean, the fact that he does the all caps is just great.
It is great.
Icing on it because that was from the beginning. I'm like, dude, don't do all caps. Everybody that types in all caps is a fucking moron. Everybody. Like, why would you do all caps? The all caps thing to me is more offensive than anything he's ever said in a true social post. It really is. I hate the way that looks.
Yes. All right, let's sign off. It's been another successful podcast. Best podcast ever. It's the best one we've ever done until next week. Hey, kids, I can be found at nathantimmel.com. If you're new on TikTok to us, I'm a stand-up comedian, as Jake is a stand-up comedian. I will be at the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase for 2 nights, Comedy Club in Ann Arbor, Michigan, September 5th and 6th. We're 2 weeks away. You can get your tickets now by going to the Ann Arbor Comedy Showcase. I can be found at nathantimmel.com. I have a 1-hour special on YouTube. I have a t-shirt store. I have books on Amazon. To my side is Jake Vevera, Vevera, stand-up comedian in his own right. He can be found on social media, the at sign at Jake Vevera. He has his own special, Unalived by Dog Pills, on
give it a like
on YouTube, and now he's able to co-host me. Maybe next week I'll be able to co-host him.
Hell yeah!
Because I got 100,000 people that I can. Because last week when I guested you, it said like, hey, you got. Like we had good stats. There weren't a lot of numbers, but it was good in comparative. So the more we can hammer out there. But either way, that's it. We try and go live every Saturday, 11 a.m.-ish Central, noonish Eastern. So come visit us again. To everybody on YouTube, thanks for watching. All the regulars, appreciate you guys. And that's it. I'm going to hit end stream.
We'll get rid of male cheerleaders when you release the Epstein files.